welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am so excited because I'm finally putting Lincoln's bed together and I wanted to take you along with me. I want to just say up front, I am not expecting my kid to make his bed the way that I make the bed. He's only 8, and so if I want it to look this way, then I know that I'm going to have to help him. And a lot of days I don't help him, and some days I walk by and think, oh, I need to go fix that bed, and I do. So nothing is ever perfect here. Half the times beds don't even get made, but we obviously need a blanket to sleep with, and I keep it pretty minimal. You'll see in just a second. And so it's fairly easy to keep up. But anyway, let's get started. All right, I wanted to kind of just break it down into, like, I'm going to do the blankets that I use first, and then we're going to talk about pillows. So I will talk about all these things, and then I'll show you how I make it at the end. But I start with the the fitted sheet. I do not use the top sheets on my kid's bed. It's just a hassle. And so it's just one more layer that they don't need, and I haven't had any problems. So speaking in layers, so we have the flat sheet, and then I like to get a thinner blanket. This is a waffle knit one that I got at Walmart for $15. So I mean, it could have even been cheaper than that, maybe $12, I don't know. But I like to use a light blanket first, and I also want it to have some kind of texture. So and you could also use one of these fuzzy ones. I really like these too. I have used these on other bedding projects that I've done, but for this one I'm gonna stick with the waffle knit just because I really love the texture of that. And then I use a quilt. So if you live in a cold area, I mean, I live in the frozen tundra, and this is warm enough for us. So these two little blankets, this one is not super thick. You know, you could use a duvet cover and an insert and all of that, and you will still get like a fluffy looking bed. But I find for kids bedding, it's just a nightmare. So we stick with cotton quilt, and this one came from Walmart. Unfortunately, it's not online because I looked before I started filming this, but you can find it in store. It is like a grayish blue color. I don't really want to say blue, it's just gray, and it has these little X stitches, and I thought it looked perfect with the green wall. I originally had a white quilt that you will see at the end for like an extra piece. I'm just going to use it because I have it, but like a normal bed, I would just use these two quilts to begin with, and then at the end of the bed I would use a throw quilt. This one came from Target. It's a little bit of like a knit one. It is not my favorite. I really actually don't like it at all, but I can't find a color that this like green color, so we're using it for the time being, and it was rather inexpensive, but I just don't like it because it does pull. Like, I can't find anything right now, but like right here you can see, like, I could probably go back and kind of pull it, but it's just, like I said, it's too much work. See, look. So don't buy this quilt at Target if you plan to like use it. And I think what happened is it just gets thrown on the floor and then put on the bed, and anyway, it's just not my favorite. Now we're going to move on to pillows. This is where it gets a little excessive, but this is where you get like the statement, I think, especially in kids' bedrooms. So always use the pillow cover that comes with the sheets on the pillow that you sleep with. This is how I train my kids. They know if this pillow matches the bed, that's the one they sleep with. And then I always buy a sham that matches the quilt. So there's that one. And I just buy like a fluffy pillow. It doesn't have to be like the best quality pillow, just something that's really fluffy to add like that punch. And then always a Euro. always a euro. On a twin size bed, I just use one. This is a 26 by 26 pillow. The best place to find these, I feel like, is Homegoods or TJ Maxx, because I got this in a set of 2. I don't particularly care for the insert, but $40 for 2 pillows, that's less cheaper than just buying the actual cover. So I will eventually replace the insert once I find them, but like I said, we're still unpacking from moving, so I don't know where they are, but I will do that. And then I stick with the decoration pillows. I get a 20 by 20 pillow. This one is just a cover that I got at IKEA. And then an 18 by 18 one. This one is like a velvet, came from Target. And I just like the different heights in the pillows. In like the best case scenario, I would also have a lumbar pillow, but I cannot find one that works with what I've got going on. So I'm still on the hunt for that, but I can give you guys a rough idea of what it looks like. And that's something that you don't have to have, because these 3 pillows are sufficient, and I'm pairing in 3s. So these are going to be like, this would be a 3 if I had the lumbar, and then the euro and the bed pillows are 3. So total of 6, and that's it. Kids can put pillows on beds. They have no problem doing that, and so that's really the hardest part, is just putting them back on the bed at night and tucking the quilt in. That's it. So let me show you how I make it. Before I go any further, I just wanted to tell you guys that this is a twin size bed. I would have bought a twin size quilt, but they are very hard to come by unless you're looking for like kid bedding, if that makes sense. I don't typically look for that. I'm looking for something more simple, more basic, that I can pair like all different kinds of things with once I get tired of it. So once I'm tired with the like orange and stuff, I can change it out for black or blue or red or whatever. And it kind of all matches all the time. But anyway, so this is a full queen quilt, and it is a little bit big, but it actually works out really well because his mattress only sits on the slats of the bed frame, and they are, you know, they're spaced apart. So if it doesn't fit perfectly, then some of it will sag between the slats. Like, anyway, it doesn't matter. But I wanted to tell you that because you're going to see me like really stuffing the sides in, and I just wanted to explain why they were so long. But anyway, let's get doing this. is hanging on the floor. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this edge look really crisp and clean. So I'm going to pull it out like this, pull it back, and kind of make sure this line is really smooth. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tuck in all of this extra that's on the bottom here. And tuck it in as tight as you can. And then when it folds over, you're going to have a really nice crease right there. And then we're going to just tuck all of the rest of it under as tight as we can. The bed all the way made. See, super easy. And what actually ends up working out is the kids usually pull this out and really only sleep under, you know, that much. And so this bottom part usually doesn't get messed up too bad. So it's rather easy for them to fix it. All right, so to start off, we are going to be using the pillow that we sleep in. And so I like to just kind of fold the pillow like this, like so that you only have one edge. I just fold one side in, just so it looks nice. This is totally optional. And then I put it up like this for that one. And then I use the one that matches the quilt, the sham. There are several ways that you can do this. This is just how I do it. Some people put the Euro sham behind those. That's totally fine. I just prefer it this way. And so the next thing I will do is use my big sham because it kind of covers those up. But when you're looking from the side, you can see the different textures. This is a different texture, the waffle knit, and then you have the quilt. And then our throw pillows. I'm going to use this 20-inch one behind, like this. And then the orange one kind of in the front. See, what I would normally do is I'd probably do it like that, and then I'd have another one right there. But since I don't have that yet, this will work. And then the last step, if you're going to stop there, is throw your throw blanket literally on the bottom. Just throw it. And however it lays, leave it. I like that like messy look, and it looks great. I'll show you this up close and then what I'm going to do to finish it off. Like I said, that bedding would have been perfectly fine the way it was, but this was his original bedding that I had bought for this room over the summer. And I just did not like the bright, stark white with the walls and the green wall. It was just too bright. But I still love it, and I have it, and I can't return it because he's used it. But I still wanted to use it. So what I'm going to do is I just folded it in half and then in half again. And I'm going to throw that on the end of the bed. And I'm going to tuck, like I'm going to pull it over just enough so that I can tuck it down the side or the end here. And it kind of just fluffs up the bed a little bit more. And like you could use this instead of the green quilt, but since I have both, I'm just going to use both, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to throw it over the end here, just like it's, so it looks like it's just lived in, and that's it. enjoyed today's video, please subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more decorating, styling videos. And I will catch you guys in my next video. See you later. Bye.